So the question is, we have to design a square column, correct? So in this, first what we will do, first we will assume a suitable percentage of steel, and then we will start with the solution. So first let me write down, I think this is the second question we are doing. So what is given, can anyone tell me? Yes, what is given?
W1 200 kilonewton.
हाँ, so सबसे पहले the axial load is given. So let us see, P is equal to 1200 kilonewton, and after that
M25 and Fe415.
yes, then M25 and Fe415. Before that, one more information is given. What is that? Yes, M25 and Fe415 is also given. So before that, one more information is given. It is mentioned that it is a square column and it is a short column. Okay, so that is important. Short square column, it is already given. So this M25 and Fe415, what does that imply? It implies sigma cc कितना हो गया?
6 Newton per mm square.
Correct, 6 Newton per mm square, and sigma sc is 190 Newton per
190.
mm. Yes, so this is given. So what we have to find? So we have to find out design बोला है ना, design a short column. So basically we have
Yes,
to find
sir.
out the dimensions and the reinforcement. Am I correct? So basically we have to find out the dimensions, BD or reinforcement find out करना है, ठीक है? So it's a design problem. So we will start with the design. Okay, so the first step will be, we'll find out the dimension. So we will say that first step, design of the section. Okay, so in this we will find out the dimensions of the column basically. So here remember one thing, whenever we are designing the column, so we know the percentage of steel in a column. What is the minimum percentage of steel we have discussed in column?
0.8.
Yes, so minimum percentage is minimum steel is 0.8 percentage, and maximum is up to 4% we can provide. So सबसे पहले we will assuming, so you can assume anywhere between 0.8 to 4%. ठीक है, so this is the range. So minimum से start कर सकते हो, either you can take 0.8% and then start. So we will, it is better to take a bit on the higher side. So either you can take 1% normal problem solve करने के लिए, और 1.2 भी ले सकते हो, ठीक है? So let us here take it as 1%. So assuming 1% of steel of the gross area of the column, ठीक है? So that means PT कितना हो गया मेरा? PT will become 0.01%, ठीक है? So therefore ASC क्या हो जाएगा? ASC is 1% of AG basically. So 1% of AG of the gross area. So this is 0.01 AG. And what will be AC? ठीक है? AC will become AG minus ASC. Correct? So AG minus ASC कितना है? 0.01 AG. So how much this will become? This will become 0.99 AG. So we know that AG is equal to AC plus ASC. Correct? So now we got actually the ASC in terms of AG or AC also in terms of AG. So now the load carrying capacity कितना है? So now we will find out the gross area first. So load carrying capacity of short column is given by what? Anyone remembers? ठीक है, load carrying capacity of a short column is given by P is equal to, anyone remembers the equation? याद नहीं किसी को? It is sigma CC into AC plus, I hope I'm audible to everyone. Am I?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sigma CC into AC plus sigma SC into ASC. ठीक है. So what is P now? P it is given 1200 into 10 raised to 3. Sigma CC कितना है? 6 और AC कितना है? 0.99 AG और sigma SC कितना है? 190 और ASC कितना है? 0.01 AG. So this will give you the value of the gross area. Give me the value now quickly. ठीक है, one more thing, please do the calculations quickly, हाँ, क्योंकि we have to solve a lot of numericals. So quickly give the answers. You can use the chat,
3.06.
you can use the chat box also. Mohit is saying
153.06.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
153.06. Others, just confirm. $153 कैसे आ रहा है? Yes, 153061 है. 0.22. Absolutely correct. 153061.22. This is the right answer. Yes, calculation mistake. Everything is written here. पूरा इक्वेशन मैंने लिख के दिया है, सिर्फ वैल्यू निकालना है. ठीक है. So this we got the AG required. So now we know that it is a square column. ठीक है, दो इंफॉर्मेशन तो पहले ही दिया है कि it is a square column. तो एरिया, टोटल एरिया मिल गया. अभी साइड कैसे निकालेंगे स्क्वायर का? Therefore side of square column is given by AG square, square root of AG. So this value is how much? 391.23. correct. 391.23 mm. So let us assume total कितना प्रोवाइड करेंगे साइड? So therefore let us provide 400 by 400 column. ठीक है, तो we have just approximated it to 400. 391 आ रहा है. I have told you we will take in multiples of 25 or 50. So now we got the area of the column. ठीक है, so now can you tell me इसका AG? ठीक है, so we'll do that afterwards. So now the next step is, so we got the size of the column. Now what we have to find out? Reinforcement we have to find out. So the next step is longitudinal reinforcement. ठीक है, इसमें रीइंफोर्समेंट भी दो टाइप के हैं, एक तो लॉन्जिट्यूडनल है और एक ट्रांसवर्स है. सो फर्स्ट विल फाइंड आउट longitudinal reinforcement. So longitudinal reinforcement कैसे निकालेंगे? ठीक है, ASC is given by ASC कितना है इधर 0.01 AG, तो 0.01 AG. How much is this? Yes, give me the value now. Yes, 1530.61 mm square. ठीक है, ठीक है. और what you can do is you can also find this by using the equation, or you can find this like this: P is equal to sigma cc into AC. AC क्या है? AC is nothing but AG minus ASC, AG minus ASC plus sigma SC into ASC. ठीक है, everything is known to you. unknown क्या है? ASC. So this will imply ASC. ठीक है, इससे भी निकाल के बताओ मुझे कितना आ रहा है. P is, ठीक है, AG you know, ASC is the unknown, plus sigma SC is 190, ASC is the unknown. ठीक है, so you got the longitudinal reinforcement. Just give me the confirmation for this. ठीक है, you can also find the value of ASC like this. So now let us move ahead. So once you got the area of steel, so what you do, you will select a suitable diameter. You will select a suitable diameter and find out the number of bars. So let us assume, so therefore let us using 16 mm dia bars. So therefore number of bars will be how much? ठीक है, स्टील टोटल कितना है 1530.61 अपॉन पाई बाय 4 into 16 square. So ये वैल्यू एनीवन? ये किसने चेक नहीं किया? ASC. This is exactly 8, Abdul. Give me the exact value now, whatever is coming. Yes. So this is 7.61. So we will approximate it to 8. Okay. So therefore, let us provide 8 bars of 16 mm diameter as longitudinal reinforcement. As longitudinal reinforcement. ठीक है, so everyone, this with this also you are getting the same ASC. Have you checked that? Okay, so exactly it is 1530.61 the value. I think Vinay is saying it is 1530.61. So now you got the longitudinal reinforcement. ठीक है, so now can you tell me what is the ASC provided? ठीक है, ये तो ASC required था. अभी प्रोवाइड करने के बाद कितना हो गया ASC provided? Can anyone give me this value? 8 bars of 16 mm diameter you are providing. $1608.49. Others also getting the same value. 1608.5 mm square. So this is the steel which we have actually provided. So this was required, we have provided this much. So now you can just check here whether what you have provided is between this range, right? We know that it should be greater than 0.8 and it should be less than 4% for practical purposes. So this कितना हो रहा है percentage इसका? Anyone? ये percentage कितना हो रहा है? Just give me the percentage of this. So how will you find out the percentage of steel which we have provided? The area of steel divided by the area of the column into 100. Exactly 1 आ रहा है अब्दुल. ठीक है, AST provided कितना है?
1.005.
ठीक है, 1.005. ठीक है, so this is actually greater than 0.8 and less than 4%, so hence it is okay. ठीक है, so that was just a check. So I hope everybody is done till this part. So now after this, find out the transverse reinforcement. Okay, so next step is to find out the transverse reinforcement. So now we will find out the transverse reinforcement. That is nothing but design of ties. So first is the diameter. Okay, so first we will find out the diameter. So now tell me the conditions of the diameter which we have studied in the theory lecture. ठीक है, diameter का criteria select करने के लिए कैसे करेंगे? Anyone remembers? ठीक है, basically in this you have to remember all the criteria. On the basis of that you have to design.
1/4 of diameter of longitudinal bar.
What 1/4? It should be equal to 1/4 or less than or greater than?
Less than.
Less than? No. ठीक है, so the diameter should be greater than or equal to 1/4 of the largest longitudinal diameter used. तो यहाँ पे largest longitudinal diameter used कितना है? 16. So this will be 4. और second condition क्या था? That D should be greater than or equal to 5 mm. So these are the two conditions. So therefore कितना provide करेंगे? So therefore let us provide, इससे भी greater होना चाहिए, इससे भी greater होना चाहिए. So therefore let us provide 8 mm diameter lateral ties. Okay. So now what was the next condition? We have to decide the pitch. ठीक है, next is pitch. तो pitch के condition याद है किसी को? First, pitch should be, yes, anyone? Those who have gone through the theory, they will remember. Any one criteria? Yes, am I audible? So tell me any criteria of pitch. Nobody
Three
remembers.
times diameter of 300 mm.
3 times diameter or 300 mm, 3D or 300 mm. No, that is not the criteria for pitch. So if you go through the theory part, what we have done. So the first is the
48
pitch
of
should be.
transverse diameter.
So yes, pay attention now, all of you. So the pitch should be less than or equal to the least lateral dimension. The second condition is it should be less than 16 times the diameter of the longitudinal bar. Okay, first I'll write down. It should be less than or equal to least lateral dimension. Second condition is it should be less than or equal to 16 times the diameter of the longitudinal bar. And it should be less than or equal to 48 times the diameter of the transverse bar. So these are the three conditions for pitch. ठीक है, तो ये कितना हो जाएगा? लीस्ट लैटरल डायमेंशन वी हैव प्रोवाइडेड इज हाउ मच? 400. ठीक है. सेकंड, इट शुड बी लेस देन और इक्वल टू 16 टाइम्स द डायमीटर ऑफ द लॉन्जिट्यूडनल बार. ये लॉन्जिट्यूडनल बार कितना है अपना? 16. सो दिस विल बी 256 एंड इट शुड बी लेस देन और इक्वल टू 48 टाइम्स द डायमीटर ऑफ द लैटरल टाइज. ठीक है, लैटरल टाइज का डायमीटर कितना एज्यूम किया हमने? इनटू 8. सो गिव मी दिस वैल्यू. So therefore we have to provide the list of this. ये वैल्यू कितना है? 48. ठीक है, you have to quickly use the chat box. You have to solve simultaneously with me. ठीक है, then only we will complete the syllabus. So the least value, so let us provide. So therefore provide pitch 250 mm. ठीक है. So now we have designed everything. We have found out the dimensions of the column. We have found out the longitudinal reinforcement and also the transverse reinforcement. Now just we have to show the reinforcement detailing. That's it. So the last step is the reinforcement detailing. Okay. So we know that it is a square column. So first let me draw that. Okay. So now total number of bars कितने हैं? Longitudinal bars we have provided. I think it is 8. Correct. So let us provide. Corner से start करेंगे. 1 2 3 4. ठीक है. Then 5 6 7 8. ठीक है, total 8 bars. And then we will provide the lateral ties. Okay, so these are the lateral ties. ठीक है, either you can provide a single stirrup here. ठीक है, यहाँ पे एक सिंगल स्टिरअप भी प्रोवाइड कर सकते हो या फिर ऐसा भी प्रोवाइड कर सकते हो. ठीक है, there are a lot of ways of providing. It depends on you. So इसका डायमेंशन कितना है इधर? 400 mm. And so we know that even this is 400 mm. It's a square column. So this is the cross section of the column, and we will also draw the longitudinal section. Okay, so this will come here. Okay, so this bar. So now we have shown the longitudinal reinforcement. So now let us show the transverse reinforcement also. So this is the transverse reinforcement, that is the lateral ties. Okay, so this is what this is, your longitudinal reinforcement, 8 bars of 16 diameter, and this is what, 8 tor at, what was the pitch, 250 center to center. Okay, so basically this distance is 250, that is called as the pitch. So this is your reinforcement detailing for the column. Okay, so that is the way you are going to design the column. So if you do like this systematically the way I have done, so there is no scope of actually you losing any marks. So do the design stepwise, show the longitudinal reinforcement transverse, and at the end if you show the figure like this, there is absolutely no scope for any reduction marks.
So for design problems, we need to refer IS code book.
Actually in the examination it is allowed, the IS code, so you can refer that, because this was the new syllabus, right? In the new semester, this new syllabus of TRCS, they have allowed the IS code. So previously in LSM it was not allowed, only in DDRCS it was allowed. So it has started with the previous semester only. So in the previous semester for this subject, the IS code was allowed in the exam.